Hey everyone, finish watching the next episode of Power Rangers RPM, Ranger Yellow Part 2. The Rangers fight off Grinders while discussing Summer's marriage. She'll be marrying Chaz Winchester, heir to the Winchester fortune. Summer's parents have had this marriage planned out since she was 5 years old. Summer insists there isn't going to be a wedding. After defeating the Grinders, Summer thinks back to fleeing Venjix's attack. She's rescued by her butler Andrews. He'd left to find a new vehicle after Venjix's drones bombed their limo. In the present, Venjix gives Tenaya 7 a new hand. Summer goes to her parents and tries to convince them that she's not going to marry anyone. Her parents then drop a bombshell. They have no money. At the time of Venjix's attack, all their finances were tied up in various places and subsequently lost. They still have the diamond, but it's just to keep up the illusion of wealth. Summer tells them that Venjix tried to steal the diamond and that she needs to keep it safe. Her parents say they'll hand it over if she goes through with the marriage. Summer thinks about it, and we see more of her and Andrews escaping Venjix. Summer questions the way she's lived and the way she's treated Andrews. She doesn't even know his first name, despite him being there nearly for her whole life. She asks why he's put up with her, and he responds that he's waiting for her to show her true self. Suddenly, Grinders attack. They fire at Summer. Andrews defends her. Summer fights them off and goes to check on Andrews. He's dying and tells her how far it is to Corinth. She says she still has to show him the real her, but he assures her that he'll be watching and waiting. More Grinders approach, and Summer runs to Corinth. Once there, she meets her parents, but this isn't like her party. She isn't looking for their approval or their love. Not anymore. She's changed. In the present, the Rangers are setting up for Summer's marriage. Tenaya 7 is there disguised as staff. One of Summer's old friends asks Dr. K if she knows her, and Dr. K responds that she was raised in a military think tank codenamed Alphabet Soup. Summer spots something suspicious on a security camera and asks Dr. K for help picking out a gown, despite already having one. At the marriage reception, Scott tells everyone how he met Summer. She was with her parents in Corinth when she overheard a distress call over a radio. She handed her parents back the diamond and took a motorcycle out. She picks up Scott as he was being swarmed with Grinders. Scott's story is interrupted as Tenaya 7 leaps in and swipes the diamond from Summer's father. Tenaya turns to mock Summer, ripping the veil from her face, only to realize it's not Summer but Dr. K. Summer jumps in from behind and knocks Tenaya to the ground. She reveals what clued her in to things being amiss. The cake was next to a recycled motor oil bin, which I guess is unsanitary? Even though it seems food sitting for any amount of time in a garage would be unsanitary, but whatever. Grinders join in an attack. The Rangers fight them off. Flynn retains his modesty when a Grinder tries to flip his kilt. An attack bot is there as well. Summer retrieves the diamond, but loses it. The attack bot is powered up with it. It grows, and the Rangers easily take it out with the Megazord. Alright, back at the garage, Summer's parents tell her they're fine with her not going through with the marriage. The Winchesters reveal they know they have no money and that they have to proceed with the marriage, but Summer's parents say they'll get jobs. Summer tosses the bouquet and her old friend tries to catch it but lands in cake. This is the best two-parter of the whole Disney era. My favorite character here is Andrews the Butler. He's an interesting and unique character. I've always found loyal butler characters fascinating. I wonder if the butler from Beetleborgs would do for Van and Trip what Andrews does for Summer. Summer's flashbacks are some of the closest we've seen of Venjix's earliest attacks. The evacuation scenes remind me of something out of a zombie movie. Summer makes a complete turnaround for herself, shifting from entitled rich girl we saw last episode to the independent and selfless character we've seen in the first episode. The marriage ceremony is fun. I like that Flynn wears a kilt. It's a cute acknowledgement of his heritage. One bit that I can't wrap my head around, though, is the focus around money. Hasn't the world basically ended? Corinth is a sanctuary. Nothing about it feels capitalistic. Even if there are some surviving civilizations out in the world, I can't imagine monetary wealth means much. Past episodes featured gangsters attempting to get revenge on Ziggy for stealing money, and that was kind of weird, but I kind of get gangsters trying to gain wealth in hopes that it may bring them power in the future. Rich people, though, I'm not sure what they get out of money in a post-scarcity society trying to survive. They're the most expendable people possible. They have no skills and nothing to contribute but little bits of paper or shiny rocks. Why are the Winchesters so intent on marrying into a family that's broke if they really only care about wealth? Here's the interesting bits about the actors. Andrews was played by Bruce Phillips. He was in some big productions, including Lord of the Rings. He returned to Power Rangers and Dino Charge as a crossing guard. The Winchester parents both have decent careers in acting. Chaz, however, only has this one single role to his name. So yeah, there's Ranger Yellow Part 2. Easily, like, the most I've ever gotten out of a two-parter in the whole Disney era. The two episodes are connected. They're both solid. They're equally entertaining. Characters are well-defined. I love Andrews. He's a great character. I'd love to see him come back, although I wouldn't like to see him come back to life. I'm kind of afraid they might do that. It's been a while since I last watched RPM, but I seem to remember they don't bring him back to life, and I'd like to, yeah, keep it that way. Let him stay dead. One interesting thing, though, about when he dies, the direction is a little weird. We see the cliche shot of Summer looking over him as he says his last words. He closes his eyes, his head goes back, and then we got to Summer running away. And it feels like there should be one more shot of Andrews laying on the ground with that content look on his face, but we don't get that. And I'm wondering, was this a Disney censor thing, or was this just a genuine creative choice that they didn't think anybody would talk about? Because I never do hear anybody say anything about that scene. Like, it's just kind of weird, because it's such a cliche moment, and it seems like, yeah, the follow-up to that cliche moment should be one last shot at Andrews on the ground there, but we don't get that. Whatever. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.